With tight House races across the country, perhaps there's none more important for Democrats and Republicans than New York 17. National correspondent Michael Carter has those details. Mike?
After redistricting this past year, New York State now finds itself with more congressional battleground races than any other state, and we're here now in one of them, New York's newly created 17th district. Well, initially, many believed that Patrick Maloney, the sixth-ranking Democrat in the House and the chair of the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, would capture this race, but in recent months, and in particular in recent weeks, the GOP has decided to go all in on a candidate who looks like he can actually win here in New York's Hudson Valley. Mike Lawler is a first-term state assemblyman here in New York who's worked in politics for 14 years, starting out as a presidential campaign worker for the late U.S. Senator John McCain, and then as executive director of New York State's Republican Party. He's been endorsed by the New York Post, and Mike Lawler joins me now. Mike, we're here in the newly created 17th district. This is a gerrymandered district, like a lot of districts around the state. Democrats initially thought they would have an advantage going into this election season because of those gerrymanders, but you're appealing to folks on both sides of the aisle. What is your internal polling showing you in this race, and why are you appealing to moderates and Democrats?
Well, listen, our recent polling has us up 6 points, which we've seen consistent, steady growth throughout. And the reason is because of inflation and crime. Voters across this district are, it's a purely suburban district, and they've been impacted by the rapid rise in costs and the crime impacting our communities. And so I feel very good about where we are with just 19 days to go. Patrick Maloney, as chair of the DCCC, is in for the fight of his life. And just the other day, he was on a Zoom with Nancy Pelosi begging Democratic donors to help him out.
Yeah, speaking of that, Mike, House GOP Super PAC, the Congressional Leadership Fund, spending about $4 million in New York City ad buying for something that many believe wouldn't happen for you to help you out. Meanwhile, your opponent, Patrick Maloney, earlier this month was spotted hobnobbing with Adam Schiff and other Democrats in Paris, of all places, drinking wine on a balcony and raising money from Democrats in Europe. Mike, why isn't Patrick Maloney able to raise money here in the United States, in particular here in New York State, one of the wealthiest states in the Union?
Well, listen, this guy is so out of touch with the hardworking taxpayers of the Hudson Valley. He has been globetrotting around the world to raise money. And the reality is a lot of people just don't like him. And they realize that he's dishonest and he's not doing the job of representing the people here. And so while he votes 100% of the time with Nancy Pelosi and goes, around the world trying to raise money from, expats, it speaks volumes to what his priorities are versus mine. I've been out campaigning in this district, doing 6, 7, 8 events a day for every day since I announced at the end of May. And it's why we're going to win on November 8th. And if people want to support me and help me take out the chair of the DCCC and ensure that Nancy Pelosi is no longer Speaker of the House, they should go to firemaloney.com, that's firemaloney.com, and support our campaign, because we are going to win and be the face of the red wave on November 8th.
Speaking of ad buying, Mike, your opponent, Patrick Maloney, he was in support, one of those Democrats in support of financing primary ad buys in support of MAGA Republicans, thinking that they'd be easier to beat in the general election. I'd like to play a clip from Meet the Press back in August of your opponent.
A lot of people who thought that you oversaw a very cynical ploy in order to help a Trump-backed opponent in the Peter Meyer district in Michigan. Look, you see the result. You got the candidate that you wanted, apparently, there. But you put party over country, did you not? And is that something you're comfortable with?
Absolutely not did we put party over country. The moral imperative right now, Mr. Todd, is to keep the dangerous MAGA Republicans who voted to overturn our election out of power.
So, Mike, is this cynical play? Is this going to backfire on Democrats?
Oh, absolutely. Voters are tired of it. They're focused on inflation and crime and our porous southern border, skyrocketing energy prices and home heating costs and the price of groceries. And Patrick Maloney would rather spend his time focused on Donald Trump, abortion, and guns, rather than tackling the issues that people are really grappling with. And so I think on November 8th, it's going to backfire nationwide, but no more so than here in the 17th district when voters send Sean Patrick Maloney packing and end Nancy Pelosi's reign as Speaker once and for all.
There you heard it. Mike Lawler, candidate for New York's 17th district. 19 days to go until the midterm elections. Back to you guys.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the
truth.
No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
For real people.